Narnach here. Welcome to Path of Exile, patch 2.1.0. The game literally just went live again after downtime for the patch and the server overhaul. And the Talisman League is live. We actually this time, I think this is the first. We have a choice between the regular standard and the hardcore version of the same league. The only minor difference between the two leagues will be that I think that there's gonna be 2 or so different of the unique amulets that will be exclusive to one and the other. But for the rest, the entire mechanic is gonna be the same, and they will play 95% the same. So you can just play what you want, and I think the differences between the items you will find are actually because they will be more suited towards, for example, survival and staying alive, if I understand correctly. So as always, let's play a hardcore. And because I haven't actually played a shadow yet,
a simple job
in my videos,
silence
I'll start a shadow.
And no one was going to be the wiser. Tidy, except for one loose end. Me.
So the shadow is the intelligence dexterity hybrid class. Oh, and that's, yeah, it's there. And I'll playing this because I'll play him mostly as a caster, because there's a couple of very interesting chaos related skills new to the game, which are gonna be absolutely amazing, I think. So let's do this. Oh, also we can now have 2 pets, so let's actually summon 2 pets at the same time. Ta-da! Killer new feature. Forget about the new skills, forget about the entire Talisman League, forget about everything. We can now have 2 pets. This game is already better than all the other ones that came before. Oh, so as with all the leagues, it's a new league, so that means there will be a fresh new economy. There will be no stash that's already pre-filled with a whole bunch of loot. It's just gonna be living off the land until I actually come up with a full stash of items. And as most of the times, that's basically what will happen. So yes, I know my movement is delayed slightly due to wearing the armor. Well, doesn't really matter, does it? He won't. Nice. So as I said, I'm gonna play this as a caster, which means I'm probably gonna end up just wielding wands, because they are a pretty decent way to get your hands on some spell damage bonus, since all they do is work with spellcasters. Also, skill tree got overhauled. There's quite a bunch of changes. The chaos now emphasizes chaos damage and damage over time. For now, just gonna focus on continuing. I'll probably do a slightly more detailed overview of skills and things like that once we actually get somewhere that is useful to show off. But chaos damage is now supposed to be, at least it's supposed to be a serious damage type. Just like you could build a character that focuses on one of the 3 elements, or a physical character, you should now be able to build a character that just does chaos damage out of the gate. And in this case I start with the Viper Strike, which converts physical damage to chaos and is a melee skill, of course. So thematically that works, since I already start out with chaos damage from the get-go. But it's, let's see, okay, so my initial skill reward here does not involve chaos in any way. It's probably going to be the next skill then. So for now let's go with Ethereal Knives, because it's a spell and not a weapon attack. Okay, so what else can we sell? Let's see, wands, clubs, sell all the things. Shield might be useful. I'm just going with some of the armor. Let's see, some energy shield. If I'm gonna play this as a ranged character, at least I'm trying to play it as a ranged character mostly. So I'm actually gonna go with the robe over the bulky armor. Also increased spell damage. This is melee attack. But on the other hand, I just got ethereal knife, so that's good enough as a starter skill while we work through things. So here you go, have a glass shank. Sort some things out, and this one just goes into the stash. That's the very first gem that I collect. In case I change my mind. Can we buy stuff already? Is there a nice fireball, spark, freezing? Spectral throw, split arrow, burning arrow. Okay, so we can't actually buy one of the new things yet. Also, wands, just it's worth taking a quick glance at it. If there's anything that's enchanted with some bonus to spell damage, it's gonna be huge early on. And of course, I'm not that lucky. Maybe get a belt with a bit of energy shield on it, just to start relying on that. And then put this one over, and there we go. We go and get ourselves a hill rake.
The furnace down at the slaughterhouse. Yes, that's what this place smells like.
So at level 4, the first of the skills unlocks, which is going to be Contagion. And Contagion, if you play Diablo 3, my understanding is that it functions a bit like a swarm of locusts of the Witch Doctor. So you infect enemies with a damage over time ability or effect, and if they die, it spreads. While with the Witch Doctor, it actually only spreads. It just spreads all the time, and here it spreads on death. And later on there will be Wither, which will be a debuff that spreads along with Contagion. So that's also going to be a nice viral effect. And later on, after that, I mean, Wither is actually going to be level 4 as well. It might come as a pair in terms of availability. Let's see. Switch this out for evasion based. So, yeah, let's continue with the skills. Then I'll focus a bit on gear. I'll just do a bit of a build overview while I run towards Hellrake. Hello there, Fire Fury. Don't really have useful skills yet, but I'll just pretend like I can actually kill you. Which seems to go pretty much. Okay, no mana. Yeah. Fine circlet, that's more energy shields. I can approve of that. More, even more energy shields, just some recovery, whatever. For now, fresh content. Chamber vests. Okay. We keep moving and moving. So where was I? Yes, level 12 Essence Drain. That's gonna be like a life leech effect, which does damage. Okay, it's all chaos by the way. So that's going to be chaos damage, and then another damage over time effect that also leeches life as it goes. So depending on how effective it turns out to be, it might actually be a pretty reliable way to help you stay alive. That's it. Also, it's opening up the skill wheel for a quest change. I mean, my initial plan is to move up here and take this wheel. 0.4% life regen per second, 0.6 life per second, or 1% life per second. These three together will give me 2% of my life regenerated per second. And the rest of the wheel just increases all the damage over time effects. So that's going to be pretty nice synergistically with the Essence Drain. The Essence Drain does damage over time, so that gets boosted. It heals me. So that's gonna be my life strategy. On the other hand, I'm gonna focus pretty aggressively. Hotkeys, yes, pretty aggressively on what's the thing called? Energy shield. Yes. So evasion energy shield is the natural defense of a shadow. Since I will be playing this as a spellcaster, a pure spellcaster, rather than someone who actually does something with melee attacks. That seems pretty viable, but I have learned in the past that it's not a bad idea to keep your characters somewhat beefy on the life side. So having a bit of life regen to just keep the red bubble going up when you are not in combat, or when you already have regenerated your energy shield. It's nice to just have a couple of points. So that's I'm pretty happy that it's situated now the way it is. Let's see, waypoint. Yeah. Okay, Hillrake, here we come. Etherealize is a relatively short range skill, not terrifically excited about it. Ooh, I completely forgot to mention the Talisman League, didn't I? So, Talisman League. This is a talisman wielding monster. Has this nice talisman icon over its head. When you kill it, it drops a break rib talisman. Just drops a talisman, and nearby monsters are supposed to pick it up. Let's see if we can taunt it a bit. Yes. See, and it becomes a bit more powerful. It's suddenly it's quick, it's undead. Okay, these are zombies, so they don't really move quickly and they don't really approach quickly. But you kill them, it drops it, and you can pick it up. And now I have a break rib talisman equipped, because I pick it up. And the interesting bit about these talismans is that they are always corrupted. So these are the central component of this league. And the expected drop rate, I think, was going to be about 1 talisman per area, roughly. So it could be that you find 3, it could be that you find 0, but I think they're aiming for about 1 per area. And they have all kinds of different implicit modifiers that are built into it. And they drop as white, blue, yellow, and even unique items. So they're just regular items in that regard. And the more powerful the amulet, the more powerful the monster is going to be that you have to defeat in order to get it. If you get 5 of these amulets, then you can bring them to a stone circle. Stone circles are going to be basically like shrines, just random area, random counter spots scattered throughout the world. And you can sacrifice 5 talismans there to summon a monster that will be wielding basically a stronger version talisman, or a higher tier talisman. Mana is becoming a bit of an issue for this guy so far, but that's yeah, ethereal knives is more of a multi-target skill, and we found Hellbreak already. That's good. Just see if we can keep Hellbreak in the group to just kill off everything else. And now we are back to bonding. So you can sacrifice 5 of the talismans to summon a monster that has a higher tier talisman. And presumably later on in the game you will just get access to higher tiers that will just drop. I'm not 100% certain of that. But eventually, if you obtain the highest tier of talisman, rather than summoning a monster that has it equipped, I think it will actually summon a portal to the boss level of, what's it, Thane Rigwald? I know, the Wolven King. That's the bit that's stuck. So you'll fight the Wolven King, and if you defeat him, you get his amulets, and that's going to be a unique one of the highest power level. So that's going to be interesting. Also no portal, interesting. So I have to actually make the trek back. And there's a number of different talismans, so there should theoretically be a talisman for every different character and build that's gonna work. And I found one that adds physical damage, which actually works pretty well with my ethereal knives. I mean, if I take it off, EK, 12 TPS, equip it, 14.6 TPS, so it even works with ethereal knives, which is pretty convenient, I would say. But the nice thing is that the amulets or the talisman that you find, they're corrupted. And because they're corrupted, you can't do a thing about them. You can't modify them, you can't enchant them, because they are corrupted already. So that adds a bit of an interesting dynamic, that you really only the way to get better things is by just finding more and hoping for a better drop. So this build's gonna be spellcasting Shadow. In the beginning especially I'll be quite liberal in my usage of mana potions. Hopefully later on in the game I'll be less reliant on them due to a mix of just picking up maybe a couple of passive points that help me with mana regen. And two characters now getting slightly more mana from leveling up. You get 6 points rather than 4 per level, which is basically it's 50% more. So that's potentially useful. Let's see, Quicksilver. Oh, of course it's a Quicksilver. I always want my Quicksilver. Let's see, Pistol, yep, and Tartly. I think you
still alive, are we?
have something. Let's see. Don't care about much about this. Store that, nor this small flask. So we sell all the things. I think anything useful for sale yet? Boots. I want boots. Actually, let's just wait for boots to drop. That's a better use of points. Let's see, you can purchase more already. Nope. Anything useful to sell? Well, amulets. Basically, this entire league, you're not gonna get any amulets because talismans. That's how it's gonna work. Ooh, this is better because it adds some fixed damage to spells. Basically, that's what I was looking for. And it's only 2 thingamajigs. Yes, I know, thingamajigs. Very specific. So, ethereal knives, 21.5 rather than, what was it before? 17.2. That's a nice improvement. And it does cold damage now as well, which isn't too shabby. For now, just go with the shield. I have to really figure out what to do with it. So let's see, 18 minutes. We can grab another waypoint. So move on to the next waypoint. I keep hitting M to open up a map. I've been playing too many other games that have that hotkey. Okay, let's move on. So interesting bit that the patch, the 2.1 patch, came together with the Talisman League. So it's a bit of a blur. Everything new is now associated, so to say. I mean, there's gonna be 3 new rogue exiles, for example. That's not part of the Talisman League. This is part of the update, but it all becomes part of the same thing. The new skills, also just the update, but it does make the league more interesting, I suppose, because it's an opportunity to try out new things, a double opportunity even. Oh, just a regular rover scavenger, dead hand, talisman. Right, guys, get away. Oh, that's a blue one. I want it. They drop some kind of worms. You. Those roas need to be dewormed. Let's see what's this. Ooh, 28% increased chaos damage and 6% increased casting speed. So this one definitely useful once I get my first chaos spell. Also, maybe I should grab the robo stones. Might be useful, right? So we get ourselves the first glyph. Already saw the second glyph up here. Yeah. Kill all the roas. Poor roas. Well, they look like grilled chickens, so they must die. Simple as that. It can't be a grilled chicken if it's alive, right? That would be cruel and inhumane. So, easy solution. Kill the chicken. To make it slightly better than a grilled chicken. Or something like that. I'm sometimes not even following my own logic. Let's see, more scavengers. Wow. I want my chaos skills.
With every death I live a little bit more.
That's level 5 already. So, oh, boost back bloom. Hey, another one. See, that's what I said. The assignment is randomized. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who's back blue with a talisman equipped? That's not a good thing. On the other hand, you did get pretty nice loot, so maybe monsters drop better loot when they are equipped as well with those things. Superior, superior, superior. Well, it's early games, right? Ooh, evasion and dodge stuff. So, go for better gloves. More suitable gloves, even. Also, amulets. 22% increased occult damage and 11% of fire resistance. So, as you can see, amulets will start stacking up pretty quickly. So that means once I start finding stone circles, I will have things to sacrifice. It's going to be a bit like the previous league again, the Dark Shrine League, where you always carried a small handful of rare items with you to sacrifice to the Dark Shrine in hopes of getting a beneficial effect of some sort. Come on, need more grilled chickens. Also, freezing shrine. Yes. Medium mana. Nice. That's a good replacement for the small one I got right now. So a couple of other things that got introduced in the 2.1 patch that I probably won't be investigating in this playthrough is bows. Starter bows have been buffed in damage. Some bow skills got added. Physical damage skills got added. Actually, physical skills cost damage, and one of them is a bow-related skill. That's going to be the Siege Ballista, which is a totem that you drop down that fires slow-moving, slow-reloading projectiles that pierce enemies. So they're going to be I keep hitting M instead of tab. Once I get into the rhythm of playing Path of Exile, I usually get pretty decent at it. Okay, so usually I have to be at the top somewhere to move through. There's going to be some Blade Storm and Rain of Blades physical damage skills as well. So the Blade Storm seems a bit like a Rain of Arrows, but in spell form. And the Whirling Blade, no, the other blade skill is more of a spinny blade. It's like a bit like the Holy Hammer from Diablo 2. Yeah, it's It's late. I've been on a business trip for the last day, so time zones, flying, low sleep. It's not very good for my state of wakefulness, to put it mildly. But I've been looking forward to this league ever since it got announced, so I at least want to record 1 or 2 videos before getting some well-deserved sleep. And then moving on. We got, actually this is just added cold damage on the wand, not on the spell damage, so we can just safely set it. It's not going to be too relevant just yet. So let's see, that's just the cold one, that's the chaos one. Okay, still can't actually buy anything useful, can we? Oh yeah, oh wait, we get rewards, because we just talked to her. So bad trap, potentially useful. Cold snap, riposte, potentially useful. Contagion, yes, first one. Unleash a vile contagion on enemies, dealing chaos damage over time. Mouse, get back. If an enemy dies while affected by contagion, it spreads to other enemies, which is going to be fun. So, primary skill, acquired. Also, we will now be switching out from the regularly scheduled physical damage bonus to a chaos damage bonus. So, how much mana is this? 11. Let's do some contagion down there. Yes. 2.9. Now we switch to this. 3.1. Lasts for 5 seconds. Deals. It's going to be about 22 points of chaos damage. We'll see just how powerful it is. I mean, it's level 1, right? It might get better.
Hello.
Should get better. Let's see. Anything else we got? I was thinking maybe doing something with traps as well, since that's. Shadow's pretty decent with them, and just putting some conversion traps down, just messing about with things. So for now I'm just going to focus on the chaos things, but I might pick them up. Oh yeah, Poison Arrow got renamed to Caustic Arrow, because it now does more chaos damage, and it's more consistently affected by all the chaos bonuses. While before it was a bit weird with physical to chaos conversion. Now it's just straight up chaos that gets a bonus from having physical damage. Weapon that contagion. Okay. So but Suddenly Wither only becomes available at level 10. So that's of course it's not available just yet. Riposte. I'm not using a weapon. Well, just a. It's a melee attack. I have a wand, so I can't use that. So that's makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's have some fun, shall we? Just gonna take this out for a very quick spin. Okay, so they have this nice purple glow. Okay, it definitely needs to improve a bit, but against groups I can see that it works pretty well. And the combination for now with ethereal knives is not going to be too bad either. That's a superior Nilt Fist. Also, does this pick up the cold damage? No, it doesn't yet, but probably because it has a damage scaling factor that's just too low to make the chaos actually do anything useful. You, we chaos fight, and then we shoot some knives at you. Right, let's step back. Nice thing about chaos damage is, of course, that it penetrates through mana shields or energy shields, making it a pretty decent way to take out caster type enemies. Oh, get back here. Mouse, stop being annoying. Yes. So, physical damage. Not useful. This is level 6 and strength based, and it's gonna be pretty nice for damage reduction, but I don't even have the strength for it. And as I said before, this is gonna be a intelligence dex-based character primarily. I might pick up some strength for some bonuses that I decide I might need along the way. But I'm gonna play as much as possible as just a pure shadow, embracing the shadowiness and as a result also the intelligence and dex-based nature of it. Hello there, lightning strike. Also known as the causer of frame rate issues, because this is such a graphically intense effect to render. No, they have actually made some performance improvements as well in the 2.1 patch. I mean, there were a lot of changes in 2.1, so basically anytime something just comes to mind, I'll point it out. I think a couple of rendering effects got some improvement changes, some loading changes, just game level loading, things like that got sped up a bit. So the end result should be a snappier and smoother performing Path of Exile for everyone, which is definitely a good thing. I don't really notice any issues, but I got a fairly high-end system. That's actually last year it was a fairly high-end system, but now it's becoming more of a standard end system, I suppose. Also, something scary is in there, and I don't really want to face tank him just yet. Give it. Lone Antler Talisman. What's a Lone Antler Talisman? Let's see, 30% increase lightning damage. So, when you got physical, cold, lightning, chaos, probably still need a fire one. Then we got all the elements. Wondering if later on they're gonna do more interesting things, such as, I don't know, projectiles chain or crazy things like that, or if maybe that's a bit too crazy. Never quite. Oh, ledge. Okay, I'm gonna run to the ledge waypoint in this episode and then call it a day there, and then I'll head back for the giant crustacean. Let's see. Mana, definitely useful for this guy. Probably should prioritize it accordingly. Most of the time I play melee or range build stats. No, they're not primary casters, so their mana cost or their skills don't cost as much mana as with pure casters, since they are weapon bound. It seems to have a bit of an impact. That's it. This is not bad with the life regen. I just need to get a bigger mana pool. That's gonna help a lot. It's an interesting day. I got Swedish.
God bless you on this fine day.
Hello there, alien. This is gonna be fun. Let's see. Sip some potions. Defend the relic. Okay. This is interesting. Ideally, I'd rather play hit and run style tactics, not actually defend the relic. So not a tank. Tank style really not this character's playstyle. Oh, so far, so good. It's still early game, right? Enemies are not as scary just yet. Well, they're level 6. Which is only one level below me. Yay, we got them. Let's see. Portal. So we gain 1 point. Yes, intelligence. So we're finally grabbing that. That's gonna be nice. Just boosting all the damage over time effects. Definitely gonna be useful. Since we can use it. There's also a couple of new support gems now that I'm talking about other things related to damage over time. It's gonna be a support gem that decreases the duration of damage over time effects in exchange for increasing their damage. So you're just making it work. Basically, you're just compressing all the damage dealt. And I think due to technical limitations of the engine, they can't actually phrase it that way. So it's just a bonus to damage at the expense of duration. But that's what the idea that we're going for. There's also an interesting thing that increases chaos damage dealt by skills while decreasing elemental damage dealt by skills. Let's see. And I don't care about this one either. So and as with previous playthroughs, I'll starting out by just carrying everything I got with me, and then later on I'll just dump stuff in town. Let's see. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it for this episode. I'll just continue recording, just going back and seeing where we lead. So thank you very much for watching. This is the first episode of a series that I'll be playing through at least to the end of Act 4. I don't know, it's December, I'll probably have a lot of time available, so I might actually extend this series and play through higher difficulties as well. I don't know, depends on A, if I can keep my character alive, B, if the Talisman League is actually going to be as awesome as I'm expecting it to be, and other things. I might actually just at the end of Act 4 decide, well, hey, maybe I rather play another character. We'll see. So, but at least this is the start of a new series, and as always, the start of a new series. There's a couple of things I ask you to do because it will benefits both you and me. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That way you will know when new episodes of this series air, so you can always watch them instantly. Hit the like button. Lets me know you enjoy the content and want to see more, which is good, but more importantly, it helps boost the search rankings for the video so other people can also find it. And it's always good to have a bigger audience because it helps me stay motivated even more to make great content for you. So that's it for this episode. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Bye bye.